Happy New Year. It's Jacqueline. It's 2023. Oh my gosh. We are finally here, and today we are launching our brand spanking new catalog, hot off the presses, new products available today. And what I thought I'd do, because I'm so excited about this catalog, is I am going to literally cook the catalog. Actually, I'm just going to do the cover today, but I do want to let you know that inside the new catalog, there are 69 different recipes featured. You're going to want to take a look. So if you're wanting to see the new catalog online, just connect to jacquelinemcgrath.epicure.com. You can actually view the catalog right then and there. So let's get started, because I know that you want to make a healthy meal. I'll give you some fun food facts as we're going along today. But I do want to make sure that this is super, super tasty for you and give you a reason why you're going to want to make this at the beginning of the season. So let's get started. Now, because we're making this is called Cookoff Chili. I want to, now, you know me, I never follow instructions. I was looking at these instructions. It literally is a recipe you can make in 20 minutes or less. However, I know personally through years of cooking that if you caramelize your onion, you get really, really nice flavor. So I'm gonna get that started first. So I've got my saute pan on the stove. Hi, and where are you coming in from? Hey, Cindy, Melanie, good to see you. Brenda. Yay. Okay, so we've just got a little bit of olive oil in there. I'm gonna use my ceramic knife, and I like keeping the end on. When I say keep the end on, I'll show you what I mean. Right? It just makes it a little bit easier for cutting. And we're just going to make little chunks, and of course cutting on top of our flexible cutting mats. I wanna make sure I get as much as I can. And I don't know if you saw, but I was literally slicing it a little bit so that it's not in great big huge slices, but more in chunks. So here's our 4-cup prep bowl that I featured. And now that the pan is hot, what we're going to do is we're just going to drop our onions in and let it caramelize. The beauty of having induction stoves, they heat up so fast. All right. So we're going to use a saute spoon. This is part of our kitchen collection, and we're just going to spread this out evenly and let it cook a little bit before I add my meat. Now, the meat for today that I'm going to be using is a combination of beef and pork. Surprisingly enough, we actually can purchase this in my area, mixed already. If not, we'll just go buy a package of each. So let's talk about some fun food facts. Okay, why are we cooking this in particular at the beginning of the year? Well, here's the deal. I know that a lot of you probably are just getting back in the routine of cooking. You might be looking at getting a little bit healthier. And part of this recipe has, of course, chili in it. This is a returning new product. Our chili spice. I love this, and I'm so glad it came back. Now, chili actually usually has, 5 to 8 different spices packed into a jar. Every chili is a little bit different because, if you can believe it or not, there's like over 400 types of chilies in existence. So we've got a lot of variety to work with. And chili, just so you know, is really good for raising your metabolism, right? Okay, now who doesn't need their metabolism risen, especially seeing we have just gotten our holidays done, and we maybe have, gained a few extra pounds, and maybe now we're looking at the new year with a resolution saying, this is the year I want to get healthy. So raising your metabolism is probably something that's probably pretty awesome and something you should probably consider. So, chilies raise your metabolism. Hey, Carissa, nice to see you. Okay, so we've got this going. We're gonna just let it caramelize a little bit more. What else can I tell you about fun food facts? This recipe actually asks for red onion. Now, you might have been wondering, do you need red onion? The recipe asks for red onion, and I do want to let you know that there is a difference in onions. Red, yellow, sweet, white. Red onion actually is really good for caramelizing, which is why I decided I'm going to cook it first. There's more natural sugars in a red onion, and that means it's going to get caramelization. It's going to make your chili, because there's a little bit of sweet happening in here. Once you put the spice in there, you're going to get a really nice combination of sweet and spicy. Okay, so red onions, if you have it. If you don't, honestly, you do not need to go buy any. Just use what you have, okay? All right, so this is coming. Now, what does caramelization look like? It's when your onion, of course, it sort of is more translucent, but it starts browning a bit. That's the natural sugars. You're gonna love, love, love that. Okay, so what else can I tell you while this is just working its wonders? Well, I'm gonna tell you that chili, a lot of people think chili came from Mexico. How many of you thought chili came from Mexico? Actually, it didn't. Taco and chili are two of the most common household meals that are made. Gosh, how many times do you make it? Hey, Terry, nice to see you. Happy New Year. How many times do you make tacos or chilies in your home? On an annual basis, a monthly basis? Bottom line is it's just really popular. Okay, so chili is not from Mexico. Chili, they actually, they believe it actually has influence from Spanish and the Native Americans. In fact, they believe that chili actually maybe started in Texas. So it's a Texas kind of thing. Okay, so my onion is caramelized. I wish you could have smell-o-vision, because you would know that it's actually smelling like sweet onion in here now. So let's get our meat in there. And of course, you cannot have a kitchen equipped properly if you don't have this. This is our meat separator. How many times have you tried to do a block of meat like this and it just clumps right up? And then you might be using a fork or a knife or something like that to break it up. This has 3 blades, so needless to say, it's going to be way more efficient. So I'm just going to break this up a bit. And we're going to cook this until it's browned. Now, I've seen other meat separators in my travels. I do want to let you know that I've seen one that actually had 5 blades. Just so you know, as you're seeing me clean this off, 5 blades is almost impossible to clean quickly. And you don't want a bunch of your meat being stuck on your blade and not in your meal. So if you've got a meat separator that has lots of blades, I know you might have thought, oh great, it's going to chop it up that much faster. But part of that is it going to be fast and effective to make you use it? Okay, so we're just gonna get this turned around, start browning. Now, I said I was gonna cook the cover and the catalog and launch you into the brand new season. And I do want to let you know, I'd mentioned already, there's 69 different recipes featured, but actually, the recipe is actually printed right in this catalog. So let's just read what it looks like. It says, okay, cook your beef and pork in the saute pan. I did that. I followed that rule. Okay, yay for me. We're gonna cook it till it's done. Then we're going to dice the onion. Okay, broke that rule. Yeah, you know me. We're going to cut up some peppers now, and we're gonna add drained and rinsed black peppers, what am I talking about? They're black peppers, they're probably bad. No, we're gonna be adding black beans. All right, black beans are a really good source of protein as well, so that's great. Now, when you're cutting these peppers, I would try to probably cut them in little cubes. Just because chili is sort of something that you put on a spoon, and you don't want to try to like get a whole piece like this on a spoon. It's going to be next to impossible to eat without probably making a big mess. Okay, I'm just going to move this one cutting board. Now the recipe, if you look on the catalog, you might have noticed it's green. If you don't have a green bell pepper, just grab whatever pepper you want. Green peppers, red peppers, orange peppers, yellow peppers, they're all the same thing. They're just harvested at different times. So it doesn't matter. Aesthetically, you might want to do that, but if you don't have a green pepper, don't worry. There is a difference in flavor though, even though it's the same animal or same vegetable, I probably should say. It does have different flavors as it matures or ripens. I think that's probably common in most plants, wouldn't you agree? All right, so what will I tell you now about our chili? Well, I know that I've gone to the store. I love the fact that we have such amazing chili, because when I go to the grocery store and look at the chilies there, quite often I find that chilies on the store shelf are very lightly tinted, lightly colored. That is usually because a lot of the spices that you're buying quite often are not as pure as epicures are. That's one of the reasons why we don't put all those icky ingredients like our we will never put this in our never ever list. We don't add all those additional things that you may find in the spices that you've maybe got in your cupboard now. So if you are like many people in the new year, people start doing cleaning, you're decluttering your kitchen or your space with your Christmas items, and you may want to just also consider going into your spice cabinet. I do it every year. Spices, this is a really good question for you. How long should you keep spices for? Any idea? Okay, so depending on where and what you read, they say spices are good for anywhere from 1 year to 3 years. Spices are really expensive. When you think of the size of, oh, I have a few tomatoes, breaking the rule again. They were just in my fridge, so I want to use them up. I'm going to be putting tomatoes in there anyways, crushed tomatoes, but why not put some regular tomatoes? You know me, I don't want to throw out anything. Okay, notice in this dish, or in this saute pan, that the red onion doesn't look red anymore. And the meat that I'm using, if you are looking to be a little bit healthier, which I'm sure you are, try to get the extra lean or lean variety, so you're not having all that extra fat. I know I've read some places, have you guys read where some people wash their meat after they cook it? I know, right? Because they want to get rid of the extra fat. I just think that would just like get rid of all the flavor, especially when you're adding caramelized onion. Like, really? Seriously, don't do that. I would not be doing that at all. Anyway, just buy lean meat, because you want that natural caramelization. I mean, don't we all love gravy? I mean, that's what it basically is that caramelization that we're making our gravy with. Okay, so this is almost done. Okay, so instructions are, we are now, just got maybe a couple more, I'm going to say 30 seconds, and this will be ready to rumble. I actually like cooking my chili so that it's browning. I do like having that brownness happening in my chili. How about you? Hey Lisa, nice to see you. All right. So this is totally browning. You can probably hear it sizzle. How are we doing for time? Okay. Can I do it in 20 minutes? 100% we can. All right, so now we're going to add our peppers. This is our large flexible cutting board. And just so you know, when you purchase these, you actually get 4 of them. 2 of the large size and 2 of the smaller size that I was using earlier before. There, perfect. We'll just get that in the pot, stir it around a bit. At this point is when I'm going to start adding my seasoning. I'm going to put my drained and strained. This is our collapsible steamer, by the way. You can see I've expanded it. Use it. And when after you've got it cleaned, it's really easy to just put away in your cupboard after the fact, because it takes like no room at all. So that's brilliant. Okay, I'm gonna just switch gears just for a quick second. Guys, you've probably seen a lot of things that I've already featured that you absolutely love. And what I would love for you to consider is 2 things. Number 1, if you are loving all these items that I'm showcasing right now, the saute pan, the spices, telling you all about that amazing new catalog, we actually have a promotion right now where you can join the business at a discounted price. And some of you may be having bills coming in and you're going, oh my gosh, I totally overspent. Don't worry, this can be a great little side hustle for you. Doesn't matter if you want to make a few extra $100, a few extra $1,000, or be like myself and be a person who works hard at the business so you can make a 6-figure income. Yes, you can do that with this business. So if you're thinking, gosh, maybe I'm looking for something, please check it out. Direct message me. I'll fill you in on the details. In fact, you can actually just go to my website and click the Join Now button. Okay? So any questions, just let me know. All right, so we've got this cooking. The next thing I'm going to tell you is if you're saying, no, I think I'll just personally buy from you, Jacqueline. Great. I love my customers. You guys know I love having cooking classes at my home and doing those cooking classes. But if you do them for yourself and invite your friends and family over, there's an opportunity for you to get the host benefits. Oh my gosh. Yes. Why in this day and age would you pay full price when you can get your product free or discounted? Okay. Breaking back to the food. I'm now adding tomato, crushed tomatoes. And my seasoning. So we're gonna pull out that chili now. Okay, so inside our chili jar, I don't know if you can see this, I'm going to use our 4-in-1 spoon. I'm going to put the tablespoon in. Now this was designed in our in-house, so it actually fits right, the tablespoon fits right into the spice jar. So we're just gonna add, are you ready for this? 2 tablespoons. Now if you've got little kids, and our chili does have a little bit of a zing to it, you may want to just cut it back a bit. We have an adult household. I am totally fine with the 2 tablespoons. In fact, I could probably even use more, but that's just my palate, right? Okay, so we're adding this. We're going to, because it's like cowboy chili, it's Cookoff Chili actually, is what it's called. Another thing you can add to make your meal go a little bit further, and hey, it's really nice to actually make a meal that you can cook once and eat twice. Family of 2, I'm probably gonna eat this for 3 meals, but add in some frozen corn. If you don't have frozen corn, you can use canned corn as well. If I can break the rules, so can you. And we are now just going to turn this down and let it simmer. The longer you let it simmer, the more flavor it will build. I know some of you maybe have realized already, because it's not the first time you've made a chili in your life, that usually the next day the chili's even that much better. But it's gonna taste great today as well. All right, so we've got this turned down. We're still gonna heat it. This is a time where you can now maybe clean up your dishes, or if you're like me, you've made, you ready for this? Corn bread. Yes, this is our cheddar and jalapeno cornbread, and this has a pop. Yes, there is actually jalapenos right in here. This product you can actually cook in the microwave. I did not do it in the microwave. Let me read it. You can actually make it in 9 minutes in the microwave. And yes, it works perfectly. I decided today, just because I just thought, the slow revolution, I'm just taking my time, easing into my cooking classes again, that I was gonna bake it. So I've got it in our round cake pan. You can use any cake pan you want. In the oven, it takes about 35 minutes in my oven. And when you're done, this is our baking rack. Let's just invert it quickly. You can literally, take a look at this. That is your cornbread. Isn't that delish? So, I mean, nothing screams a great comfort meal for your family to start the new year and our brand new 2023 season than Epicure's cheddar and jalapeno cornbread, or Cookoff Chili. Literally, I have cooked the catalog. And of course, as toppers, and you'll see me plate this in a few minutes, I'm gonna add some onion, green onion that I had, a little bit of cheddar cheese, and of course, maybe a dollop of sour cream. Prep bowl, by the way. Love these because you can put a lid on it and tuck it away. So guys, like I said before, hey Mano, if you are interested in hosting a cooking class and introducing this new catalog to your family and friends, reach out to me. I've got some dates. My first event that I'm doing is this week. I will be opening up my house, so if you are local in the neighborhood, be aware that every month I have a cooking classes at my house, and I would love to invite you. So anyway, look forward to seeing all of you really soon. Thanks for popping in. Enjoy the new catalog, and if you're curious on what my absolute favorite new product is, stay tuned. I'll be cooking it next week. Take care, everyone. Thanks again for watching. Take care and have a happy, prosperous, healthy new year. Bye for now.